As I said earlier, we are really honored to have the Chancellor of the Ohio Board of Regents here today. I'd like to introduce Mr. Eric Fingerhut.
Thank you, Jack. What a great day it is here in Dayton and at the great University of Dayton, and I am so honored to be a part of it. You know, I'm actually here often. Mickey will tell you that I was just here last Friday for another announcement involving another great initiative that this university is leading. The reason I'm here often is because there is such consistently good news coming out of this community and coming out of this great university. I was mayor, Madam Mayor, and to the mayor-elect, the commissioners. I think if I keep coming, they're going to count me as a resident, and I'll be proud to do that. But what it made me realize is that I understand that from within this community, you see this announcement as the product of something that wasn't good news, the decision related to NCR. But from the statewide perspective, and indeed from a national and a global perspective, you need to understand that we see only good things happening in this community, and certainly because of the partnership between this great university and this community. Indeed, just as higher education is leading the way to economic growth and prosperity in the knowledge economy in communities all over the world, so here in Dayton, higher education is indeed the driver of economic prosperity in our knowledge economy. Higher education leads the way, as President Curran mentioned, because of our research, which leads to innovations, which leads to new products and new services that will be created here and sold to a global marketplace. Higher education leads the way to economic prosperity because of the workforce, the world-class workforce that is trained here. And of course, we have a couple examples of that world-class workforce here on the podium. The truth is that any company in the world can be located anywhere. Wherever they are, they must be able to compete on a global basis, and they have to have the world-class talent that can lead them to success in that global competition. You are creating, President Curran, that world-class talent here on this campus. It's through the partnerships you have all over the world, your scientists have with researchers all over the world, that we bring attention to and resources to the Dayton region. And of course, it is because of the economic activity that is created from this great university that communities are reborn and people come and invest and live near this campus and near this facility. Indeed, I have to mention and acknowledge former Governor Taft, who's here. It was the Governor Taft's Commission on Higher Education and the Economy, on which I had a privilege to serve, that first highlighted for Ohioans the connection between higher education and the economy, and of course his leadership in the creation of the Third Frontier program, which has been to this university an enormous asset, and will be certainly to this new facility and this new expansion of the University of Dayton and the University of Dayton Research Institute that we will see as a result of this major announcement today. I do need to tell you that UD and UDRI are not just an asset to the city of Dayton. They are an asset to the state of Ohio, and they're an asset to this entire nation. UD and UDRI are fast gaining a reputation as a global leader in research and innovation, particularly in the areas related to the aerospace industry in which they specialize. This is not a well-kept secret. This is an announcement that is being watched today all over the world. President Curran, and to the chair of the Board of Trustees, and to all the leaders of the University of Dayton, I want you to know that the state of Ohio will be a full partner in this project and in the growth of this this expanded campus and expanded research facility. I am pleased to bring greetings, as will my colleague, Lisa Pat McDaniel, who just showed up on the podium, the Director of Development, on behalf of Governor Strickland and the entire administration, as we pledge to you, Director McDaniel, Pat McDaniel, and I, to work together to bring the full resources of state government to bear. And I want to say to each and every member of the Ohio General Assembly who is here today, Senator Husted and Senator Strayhorn, to all those who are in the audience as well, that we will be your full partners together in marshaling the resources of state government to be able to support this initiative and to see the successes that will come out of it, that will, again, as I say, benefit not only the people of this community, but the people of the entire state. I was pleased, Father, to have us begin in recognizing the holiday season. It is, of course, a time of great spirituality, but it's also a time of fun and time when we get to say things like deck the halls and joy to the world and all of those things that come first to mind as we celebrate such a wonderful occasion and the bright future that this project holds for the people of Dayton and the state of Ohio. Congratulations to University of Dayton on their great leadership. Thank you for letting me be here.
Thank you. Please help me in welcoming Lisa Pat McDaniel, the Director of the Ohio Department of Development. Nick of time.
I have to say, this to me is a Christmas present. I can't tell you how absolutely thrilled I am to be here today to get to participate in this announcement. When I look back over the time since I was appointed, when I was first appointed the interim director and got the opportunity to come here and work with this region, where we were then and where we are today is just astounds me. It's absolutely exciting. I think this is a great day for both the University of Dayton and UDRI, for the city of Dayton, and for this whole region. As far as what the impact this project will have on economic development in this region, I think the sky is the limit. I think the fact that the University of Dayton has this vision to take this property and develop it the way that they're going to develop it will go a long way in our partnership with both the City of Dayton, Montgomery County, and the University of Dayton and UDRI to help develop the aerospace hub that we announced earlier this year, and also will go very far in helping us to continue to retain and attract top talent and to retain and attract top companies to this region. And for us, that is something we absolutely look forward to putting all of our energy towards as part of the Ohio Department of Development, working with our partners, with my partner, the Chancellor, and other members of this administration. I join the Chancellor when I say that both Governor Strickland and Lieutenant Governor Fisher are both committed to doing what we need to do to make this successful going forward. And with that, I don't think there's much more I can add to all the excitement that's already been expressed by the Chancellor as well as everybody else here. So just again, know that we are committed to making this successful. I know it will be a huge success. It will be a gem in our ability to continue to do economic development in this region. So congratulations, and thank you very much.
Before we continue the program, we'd like to introduce another person who's here, an honored guest, kind of snuck in, but he's the president of the Sinclair University, and the great partnership that the University of Dayton and Sinclair has is renowned, and Wright State is renowned throughout the country. And so, Steve Johnson, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. We'd like to recognize or invite the next speaker up. Before I do, I think it'd be nice if we could all thank this esteemed woman for the great service she's provided to the Dayton community for many, many years. It's probably never been a harder time to be an elected official in America, and hard work. So, Mayor McClinn, thank you for your service, and the podium is yours.